Hello, this is Palico Patch, and welcome to another episode of the Curious Expedition Arctic Expanse DLC Chinese language update. We are hanging out with our Master Blaster friend Huang Feihong, and we have managed to get to Expedition 6 of 6 on certain death mode, no less. And we are in a okay position. We are lingering ever so slightly in second position in the whole shamrock of the race, as it were. That's a terrible way of putting it, but anyway, we'll move on. As it stands, we are at 153 funds. As I said, fame's okay. We are missing a couple of Trek members going into this last one, but we have just picked up the charismatic perk, which means at the start of this next expedition we will be able to recruit 2 people, so we'll be able to take a full Trek concierge, I don't know, words have obviously escaped me here. Should we just move on? This is a bad intro. Let's just crack on. After being too excited to sleep, I stored my equipment on the ship. The captain had yet to arrive, so I had one last pot of tea. I had a fleeting conversation with a scout. He had acquired a treasure map that he was willing to part with for a suitable price. We are in no way equipped for this sort of thing, which is a shame because I'm sure it'd be worth a hell of a lot of moolah, but well, let's have a look. It's no problem with window shopping. Only 20. Ooh, it's only worth. We are going to be taking a full trek into the next one, which means dice should be okay. We do have lots of dynamite, so we can use that in battle. But we will have to buy a shovel. Screw it, it's the last one, let's do it. It was a close race for first place and the enviable title of the club statue. Oh my god, I'm going to have to put my eyes and my teeth in. Hang on a second. It was a close race for first place and the enviable prize of the club statue. Word about this had spread in the city, so many new recruits arrived at the ship, willing to join our trek. Who did I want to recruit? So we can have Tim Timster and Lewis, which is going to be 2 spaces within itself, or we can take on Corporal Christopher Jolly, the soldier. So, welcome, Corporal Christopher. We could use a dedicated Englishman such as Corporal Christopher Jolly and welcomed him so. It was a close race for first place and the enviable prize of the club statue. My exploits were well known and many people came to see our ship boarding. Who did I want to recruit? So this time around we can have Jean-Pierre Marquis, the artiste, or we can have Louis Abraham Clogg, the cultist. I think we're going to go for the cultist, simply because he has slightly better carrying capacity. And I want to carry as much as I can. So, you'll do. We might well utilise a resourceful cultist like Louis Abraham Clogg in our team. Just in time, our vessel was prepared to sally forth. So let's buy some stuff. Alright, so. We could go for the campsite. It's only worth 50, and it is a good way of building up our sanity in able to be able to carry on. As long as I don't forget it, that is. We're going to need a shovel as well. We've got enough rope, I think. Let's buy just a few more of those. We've got the moonstone, which we'll probably need in order to be able to get out. And then chocolate, I guess. Just so we don't have to keep pitching the tent all the time. I think that's about as good as it's going to get. We've got plenty of teeth. I think dice-wise, we're a little bit heavy. Yeah, we're a little bit heavy on the attack dice right now. But that does mean that I don't think we're going to need the bullets. So I think that's as tidy as it's going to get for us, really. I can only work with what I've got. And this is all I got. So let's do it. My heart jumped with joy as I heard that our ship was primed to leave the harbour. Let's go. Expedition 6. Be nice. Be nice. Generating water. Lots of water. I want lots of water. I want 1 tile of ground. Everything else can be water. Everything can be put onto this first tile here. Get it. Get the pyramid. Off we go. Everyone's happy. Everyone is happy. I was finishing up my morning ablutions as we arrived at our expedition area. I knew this place held something special for us. You may not have noticed, but I think we're being watched as we speak. Yes, I'm looking at you, you silly fool. Right, I think we're good. We're taking everything with us. Alright, So, first things first, let's look at this. Ooh. You're out by the sea. So it's going to be, one would presume, along, in this lovely 9-region map, along here somewhere. That's what I would suspect. Well, let's crack on. We'll grade you, though. Because we get, yeah, sanity off combat. So, yeah, you'll do. Let's move. Righty. Okie dokie. Yeah, let's examine this. I examined the strange man-made stone figurine. The ghastly visage seemed to look right at us. It was a disconcerting sight, and I desired to move on. I noticed some items by the statue, which must have been put there by people from a nearby village, presumably in an attempt to appease the gods. Anything useful? Well, all useful, really. We'll take it all. How upset are they by that? -2. That's fine. We took what we could use from the apparent sacrificial offerings. Corporal Christopher Jolly was visibly shaken by the encounter with the odd statue. Man up, you're supposed to be a soldier. My God. Squeamish by that. Ridiculous. Oh, we have a crab. Okay, well, I'm not so sure now with the whole map. Oh, we do have another region yet. Okay. I was like, oh! Oh, hang on. Oh. Wow. Ooh. Okay. That changes things. So it could be on this side then. We do have a crab though. We approached a cave. The rocky moor led into darkness of unknown depths. We required a torch in order to venture forth safely. We have lots of torches. We lit and descended into the darkness. We were intrigued to discover that this was just the beginning of an underground tunnel. Now, if luck is on our side, this is going to take us to the other side of the map. We sallied forth through the pitch-black tunnel. Twice, supposedly, there. When I finally saw light ahead, we moved towards it in earnest. Okay, well, fine. I guess. That'll work. We skipped the crab, I suppose. It's the 1+ to take out of that. Ooh. We came across a stone formation. It seemed to be man-made. There were inscriptions painted upon each rock. Perhaps they formed a kind of map. Jimmo and Corporal Christopher Jolly seemed visibly upset at the idea of exploring this site and warned us about incurring the wrath of the gods. Man up, jeez. We need to know where the settlements are this time round. We need to play it safe. Corporal Christopher Jolly made sure to voice his concerns to me. I was not sure how long it would take for him to come to terms with my decision. Right, so we've walked past one already. That could be an issue if we need to head back to the ship and we've angered them all by then. But here's hoping it doesn't come to that. As it stands, because we're quite close to this one, it's probably worth heading over there right now. So let's use a couple of those. 27. Are we? No, we haven't even mounted Miss James. We can afford to mount. Let's mount. Right, so this evening we reached a village. We entered the strange encampment of a peculiar race of large lizard people. We were not the only visitors to the village. A wandering trader and self-proclaimed beastmaster had displayed a few mysteriously covered crates. The villagers seemed to be very happy about our appearance and welcomed us with open arms. The natives seemed to have heard pleasant things about us. Well, you know, we're just your usual, you know, sort of pillaging type of people, but we look jolly dapper whilst doing it, and that's what counts. That's what counts. Let's have a look at the Beastmaster. We're not going to buy anything, but again, let's browse. We can have a gorilla, a hyena, or a battle tiger. No, we're good. We were felt more than welcome, so let's trade next. Jewels, mangoes. It's all good. It's all good. You. We might still want that. That'd be a good way of healing ourselves up if we get any infections. So, is there anything we can trade? How much for the mangoes? A couple of teeth? And a torch? Yes. We could take the jewels, but they're not worth that much fame. So I'm not too fussed by that. I think that... No. No, we're not. We're not going to worry, because we're going to get up to full sanity now, and mangoes are going to disappear quickly. So let's just rest. I told the team to unpack our things and prepare for the night. A young couple asked me to settle an argument for them. They desired to know whether man and women were deemed equal. God, did my word of mouth not get out last time around when I said that we're equal? We're equal. Ever the mediator, I replied that both have their virtues. Another marriage saved. Notch 2. Huang Feihong, marriage counsellor. That's what he's going on to do. The night was quiet and peaceful. The following morning, I was awoken by a group of native children, surely poking fun at the strange foreign fellow. The natives seemed undisturbed by our presence. They remained courteous and open to further questions. Let's rest again. I told the team to unpack our things and prepare for the night. Jimmo used the opportunity to belittle and embarrass me in front of the villagers. She told tall stories of me supposedly inept leadership. I don't care. I would not stand having my authority undermined. An argument ensued. It ended with Jimmo informing me that she no longer was able to stay in my company and would be making her own way home. Fine! Swim home, for all I care. That's fine. The night was quiet and peaceful. The next morning I was awoken by a group of native children, surely poking fun at the strange foreign fellow. We've done all this bit. Right, so now... Now we need to trade. And we need to trade to get 3 standing back. Nice. And then we shall recruit. I talked to the villagers to see if some of them were willing to seek fame and glory. Not long after, I found a group of would-be new Trek members and needed to decide who to recruit. Ooh, what the bloody hell's that? A Parasaurolophus. I presume that's you. No? You? Oh, you. Mr. Lawrence, I presume you are. How much do you owe? You've got a saddle on already. That is cool. And you've got very good toughness. I could do with the shaman, though. You got awesome dice. Let's go with the shaman. A lizard shaman joined our trek. Our time with the natives was a delight. They remained friendly and offered us more help. Let's not push it anymore. We're still relatively early into this trek. I told the men to pack up and headed out as new adventures awaited us. Cool. Right, let's go over here then. Oh, you'd be a volcano. I think we shall... Right, let's examine first. I came across a fascinating overgrown granite figurine. The grotesque face seemed to focus on us. It was a disconcerting sight and I desired to move on. I noticed some items by the statue, which must have been put there by people from a nearby village. They were surely sacrificial offerings. Oh, well, why not? We took what was useful to us from the apparent sacrificial offerings. Shalazatok was visibly shaken by the encounter with the strange statue. How can it be strange? It's your statue. Shah. We're just going to call you Shah. Right, great. Now we are going to use one of those to put you to sleep. And we are going to carry on heading down south, I think. Let's finish off the chocolate. And move it. Oh. And we have a raptor. Right, so let us upgrade you. And what do you do for me? Santi for eating mushrooms. Start each expedition with a standing bonus. Doesn't really help us right now, mind. Or sanity from cocoa leaves. Right, okay. Well, we have a mushroom, so let's upgrade you. And that's all we can do. Let's attack the raptor. 2 raptors. Okay, okay. 12 health. So, we need you to come up with a head. That's not a head. That, however, is an iron wire fist. Boom! So that's you taken down. And then we'll select you. Do you work together? No. Hoof it! And what are you? You heals. Not too fussed by heals right now. Let's roll again. Right, so pull you back, throw in a dynamite. That's you down. And if we do that's a kick. And then we're hoping. Yeah, we're hoping for a sword. You beauty. You beauty! So we get the sanity boost, which is great. We can carry most things. Take all. Right, so 2 slots overburden. That's fine. We can eat the mushroom, which gives a little bit of sanity. 30 sanity! That was awesome. Okay, so. We shall get rid of the meat. And carry on down south. And hopefully not get set alight. Oh, cancel. Didn't do this. We came across a stone formation. It seemed to be man-made. There were inscriptions painted upon each rock. Perhaps they formed some kind of map. Right. Show me the ruins, I guess. There must be some around. Yeah, Christopher Jolly, we know you're not very happy. And Shah's not very upset. Oh, is very upset, shall I say. That's fine. We're heading in the right direction. Good to note. Let's see if we can shimmy around the fire before it sets us alight. Okay. Right, so. This is this side of the map completely explored. It would appear that these 2 regions here are dead, which means no doubt the pyramid's going to be around here. Getting back is going to be a bitch. I'm not going to lie about that. Hopefully we're going to find a decent teleportation scroll. That's the only thing that can save us on that. But we're here. We might as well, crack on. Saying that, though, I think the first thing we're going to do is set up the campsite and get up to full sanity before we move on. Because whatever's going to go on in this is not going to be good for us overall. So, let's rest. We prepared camp and allowed everyone to rest. The air was fresh and cool as we prepared the campfire. I could not help but feel lonely. Oh, it had been too long since I felt... no matter. To calm my desires, I took a walk. You bound chicken wow wow, eh? How about you get freaky with Shah? It swings both ways. Corporal Christopher Jolly, Louis Abraham Clark was sharing their bedroll this night again. I could hear words that would make my grandmother blush from them. Working under these conditions proved difficult. Oh. Hey, well, whatever keeps you, warm at night, I guess. Bam chicka wawa. That's a big fire. Sleeping with a roof over one's head was a luxury we were seldom afforded. Let's do it again. We prepared camp and allowed everyone to rest. It was a warm and starry night. I enjoyed the warm night and used the idle time to record my experiences in my diary. I noticed Louis Abraham Clark observing me with an odd expression. Cool. So we are back up to tip-top condition. Let's pack up the camp. And crack on. Right, so, well, we know what that's going to be, so we'll be heading there next before the volcanoes crack back open. We will, however, just to keep Corporal Christopher Jolly happy, give him one of these. In an impromptu ceremony, I approached Corporal Christopher Jolly and handed him the trinket. Thereafter, we embraced each other in friendship as I emphasised the importance of his contribution to this expedition. He was deeply moved by my act. Well, very, very deeply moved. Good to note. Good to note. Right, let's go and get this. We approached an immemorial structure that seemed to be partially made out of pure gold. We discovered a mechanism of sorts in one of the sides. With a little time, we would surely be able to activate it. However, what would happen upon activation remained a mystery. After many hours of research, we were able to decrypt the seemingly ancient mechanism. All of a sudden, an enormous column of light extended from the seal. Cool. And straight up north, away from all this fire. And then we've got a raptor's nest. We shall promote you. Right, so. So. We're probably going to be making our way northwards of the village and then making our way back down afterwards. I don't really want to be hanging around these in case any of these get activated. We've been fairly lucky up until this point. With that being said, we could do with killing some raptors. So let's stand on there and attack the raptors. Ah, 3 of them. Okay, well, we'll see what happens. Oh! Hornet! We could do that. And poison an enemy. Let's poison the top one. Roll! Tip top. You and you go. 2. 2 times stunned. Okay, let's... How much damage are you going to take? Is that 8? You're going to take 8 damage next time round? That can't be right, surely. Or is that you're going to be poisoned for 8 turns? Either way, we need to stun someone. Let's stun you, because there's no chance we're going to kill you this time round. And we could hold out for a kick, I suppose. Oh, that was terrible. That was terrible. Well, we're going to take a bit of a hit. Oh, no. Miss James. Miss James down. Right, roll it. Okay. We can do you. So, take you out. Yeah, get the heals on the go. And we better do that as well. Roll it. Boom. Okay, right. So, we'll take everything. It's not looking good for Miss James. Let's get back on her. And, well, we might as well explore, I suppose. We found what seemed to be the breeding grounds of a raptor pack. I knew we had to leave as quickly as possible, as every second here put the whole group in peril. I was certain that there were riches to be found here. We spread out and searched the area. We found a couple of valuable items in one of the piles of bones that were serving as a grotesque decoration of this place. We'll take it all. Right, so we're going to eat the chocolate. We're going to find more stuff around here. Ah! Splendid. Splendid. And, how's our loyalty looking? Okay. We could do the springs, so... Let's see if you are coming this direction. That's not fair. I pressed cancel. Oh, infected wound. That's fine. That's fine. We're gonna deal with that in a second. Let's get rid of the raptor first. So, raptors. Straight off, in with the dynamite. Down to half health for both. Oh, Tiger Crane Fist. Multi-attack, enemy stunned. Damage 2. That'll take him down to 4. I'm going to try and just kill one outright, I think. So, let's roll again. Damage 2, heal 2. That's not good. Enemy poisons. Let's poison you. Move on to you. Get a little bit of shielding on the go. Hope for the best. No, we're not going to get it. Okay, so... Well, do as much damage as we can. This isn't ideal. We're going to take a few hits. They were all strong claws. Are you kidding me? Okay. Okay. We'll do it. We'll deal with it. We'll deal with it. No. Let's finish that one off and work on this one. So... Look out! Oh, it's observation. Okay. Let's roll. That's what we needed. Ah, okay. More sanity, that's good. We'll take all of you. We're overburdened. Oh, it's because of our meat. Lots and lots of meat. Right, so I'm going to use you and hope you're close. It's the wrong direction. 50. Oh, we never went to the shrine, did we? Okay. Oh, I'm travelling through fire now as well. It's all good. It's all good. Right, so we're looking to get healed up here. So let's explore the springs and rest. We prepared camp to recuperate. The team eagerly gathered wood for a fire. All this travelling led us to inherently know each other's perks, habits, and foibles. We discussed our different childhoods, which awarded me a great appreciation of my team. Corporal Christopher Joy told me about how he was attacked by a fierce rabbit when he was a child. Since then, he had bore deep distrust against them. Shah was not really willing to share anything about her upbringings. That's alright. Days went by pleasantly. It was most trying to convince people to pack up the crates as we prepared to leave. Bathing in the hot springs had astoundingly healed our wounds. Let's rest again. The air was fresh and cool, and Shah started singing a strange song. While the melody was initially a little difficult to follow, we soon simmered down and looked upon the starry sky as the singing soothed our minds. Ah, are we all healed? Awesome. Alright, so we are awesome for that. Let's go and do this, which I completely forgot to do. Face palm. And, you know, rightly so, I think. Let's do this. Right, so, oh, it was cold to the touch. I wondered if the stone was resistant to warmth or if there was some other explanation. Before us lay some kind of ceremonial room. We quietly looked around the majestic hall. All steps echoed, or our steps echoed even, as we approached the sacred altar. Lots and lots of stuff. What a glorious day. The artifact would sit atop the altar no longer. All of a sudden, the temperature dropped all around me. I could see my own breath crystallize in the air, and every breath was like tiny needles were being jammed into my nose and throat. Oh, well, it's going to snow. It's going to snow. Right, we're 2 slots overburdened. I am happy. To drop the flute and the jewels, just so we can move quick, because we need to get away. Hopefully it's not going to spread out too far. Are you going to stop? Doesn't look like it. Keep moving. Keep moving. Wow. Okay. Keep moving. Have you stopped now? You have. Oh, they're pretty angry with us. Right. Okay. Here's the score. I am going to go to the village first because they are mega, mega angry. We need to appease them. Very much so. We entered a native village. We entered the strange encampment of a peculiar race of lizard people. The natives were suspicious of our arrival. It seemed wise to put them at ease with some gifts. Right, so I am going to take off you. Well, you're going to take off me. All of the teeth, it would appear. And I'm going to take 9. What's that? Makes +3. I'm going to take some native trinkets to appease my people. And -6, +5. So we need to go back up to +3, I think. Santa's okay. We can just pitch the tent outside the village, so that'll do. Okay, they accepted our offerings and welcomed us wholeheartedly. The villagers seemed to be very happy about our appearance and welcomed us with open arms. Cool. Right, so that's all I wanted to do here. There's nothing around here which is going to throw up any sort of issue, so I'm not too fussed about that. Next thing, though, is I'm going to award everybody a mask. Everybody gets a mask. And once more. Everybody gets a mask. So everyone must be super duper happy with me now. Awesome. Right, so now we are going to visit the campsite. And rest up. Rest up? Do I want to rest up? Yeah, I want to rest up, don't I? Oh, we decided it would be a good idea to stay here and allowed everyone to rest. It was pitch black night as we sat and stared into the fire. Some time ago I conversed with Shah about the civilized world and its abundance of luxuries. I wasn't sure if it was a good idea since she seemed to have become obsessed with this topic. That's alright. We'll deal with it. Sleeping with a roof over one's head was a luxury we were seldom afforded. Well, let's do it again then. We decided it would be a good idea to stay here to catch our breath. The air was fresh and cool as we prepared the campfire. What is strength? What is fortitude? How would one measure one's forte? Corporal Christopher Jolly took my philosophical musing quite literally and challenged me to a stone-carrying contest. Alright, well, I don't think this is going to end very well. I think I'm going to decline. I declined the challenge by saying that it would not be gentlemanly. We soon after switched topics and didn't talk about it again. There was no penalty on that, which is good. Which is very good. Sleeping with a roof over one's head was a luxury, blah, 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 blah. Right. Oh. Okay. Nothing we can do? Well... Okay. The smoke is too thick to see further than a few feet. Louis Abraham Clark was separated from the group. His heinous screams echoed through hell. The hell we were in. We had to abandon him. I will never forget his screams. I saw Corporal Christopher Jolly witnessing that horror in silent awe. What the hell happened there? I don't even know what happened. With 2 slots overburdened, that's for sure. We need to get out of here. Let's... Are we anywhere closer to actually finding this treasure? We're not, are we? Okay, what about if we unmounted for the moment? 20. We are going to travel through lots and lots of fire, though. Okay, let's enter the village. Recruit. A Chasmosaurus. Wow. I mean, like, wow. We'll take on Tsar. Because, you know, it's easy to replace people. And let's go to this side of it. And hopefully walking through the fire isn't going to cost us. Thankfully not. Thankfully not. Right, so we approached a mysterious structure that seemed to be partially made out of pure gold. We discovered a mechanism of sorts on one of the sides. With some effort, we would hopefully be able to trigger it. However, what would happen upon activation remained a mystery. Well, let's activate. After many hours of research, we are able to unlock the grand mechanism. All of a sudden, an enormous column of light launched from the seal. Still no pyramid, so we don't know where we're going to. But that's fine. That's fine. We'll deal with it. We shall... What do you have, actually? You have good rep, stealth, and waterproof. Okay. Well, let's promote you. Why not? And do we keep on keeping on? Yeah, I think we're safer up here than we are anywhere else. We'll go to there. Ooh, right, okay. So, let's kill the raptor, and then we'll approach the trader. So, attack a raptor. 3 off. Roll! Tiger Crane Fist. 4. Sorry, when I say 4, I mean if I get my dynamite up, which is possibly going to happen, then we can take down them all to 4 goes, which essentially means we're not going to kill anyone, does it? Or I think I'm going to do it. I'm going to throw in a dynamite and just take a multi-attack group damage. And that way, it should be possible to kill a few of them. How much is the paw worth? 2. Okay, right. So you're down. You're down. And we need everything, but we need this to be a sword and anything to be anything but the head. Because I think a poison is 2 anyway. Ideally, I'd like the eye. Once more. You beauty. You beauty. Yep. We'll take all that. Right, so, trader. Hello, trader. A wandering tradesman had pitched up camp here. The colourfully dressed trader had a lot of useful goods on offer. All of them had undoubtedly been used before, probably during other unsuccessful expeditions. He hesitated before presenting us with a selection of his wares. We could not help but think that he was hiding something from us. Righty. So, what is loyalty like right now? It's only the new guy who's a little bit upset, but he's not too badly upset. We do have lots and lots of teeth, though. So, with that in mind, fame's not worth too much on those. If I was to buy one of those, and all of those so we can keep moving, and all of those to keep us tip-top, can I give you all of those? Then again, how about if I gave you all the meat? Because we can't do anything with meat. And these don't weigh anything. We could... So, we're going to use that. So we're not worried about that taking up a space. That's going to take up space. That's going to take up space. That leaves us 1. So we can take some bullets. I'm not too fussed about the drums. Not for 10 sanity. These aren't worth trading for because it's only 20 fame. Although we're not doing that well on gold at the moment. But we can always trade in the teeth at the end. Let's go for some bullets. So if I was to give you a stack of that, how many bullets can we take? Almost all of them. That'll do. I'm happy with that. The merchant seemed anxious regarding our possible return as yet another failed expedition to raid his camp. Why would I raid your camp if I'm a failed expedition? Surely I just want to go home. Surely I just want to go home. Oh. That's where we're going. That's the place. I've got to get past the crab first. No, sorry, the scorpion. We should be able to sneak past it. Well, we know where we're heading in that region. Should we just try exploring this one a bit more? Oh, yeah. Got to use that first. You. Tazar! In a casual ceremony, I presented the trinket to Tazar. Afterwards, we embraced each other in a friendship as I told her that this expedition could only succeed with her support. She was deeply moved and thanked me for my kind words. I'm such a charmer. Right, so. Let's take on the scorpion. 2. Let's take on the 2 scorpions. 12 each. Right, so. Roll. We can do this. So, let's throw in the last dynamite. Take on the claws next. What are you? 5 animal fist. Let's throw in a spear. What can we do with a spear? Nothing at all. Glad I brought you along. Glad I brought you along. Alright, let's roll again. Another claws. Roll again. Really? Okay, well, we'll start using some bullets then, I guess. So, spear attack. We'll just use the 2 bullets just to kid it outright. That'll do. And, wow, let's take everything. We're overburdened. We are overburdened. What are we going to take away. How much are they worth? 30 as opposed to that, which is 50. So the meters are useless here. And let's move over to the cave. Not the cave, the tomb. Oh, got a cave there though. Ooh. Right. Let's eat some food. Can we get to here? No. Right. Let's rest up then. Enter the camp. We're going to rest overnight. While sitting around the campfire, we heard something groan from behind a nearby tree. A young native with a terrible fever and an infected wound lay shivering behind the tree. I can't do anything for you, son. I'm sorry. Without the use of medical supplies, we could do now to help. The shaking soon stopped. You're going to flood in a second, I'm sure of it. Sleeping with a roof over one's head was a luxury we were seldom afforded. Well, once more then. Oh, we found some bullets. Corporal Christopher Jolly strutted up to me with a broad smile on his face. Scrutinising our inventory, we had found some old ammo that we had somehow misplaced. Cool. And they don't weigh anything either. I think that's close enough to be able to warrant leaving now. Let's check out what this is. It looks very pyramid-y shaped. Oh, it's a trader. Okay. Approach the trader. A roaming merchant caravan had pitched up camp here. The mysteriously dressed trader had a lot of useful goods on offer. All of them had undoubtedly been used before, probably during other unsuccessful expeditions. What you got for me? Medical kits. Do we need a medical kit right now? I think we're doing okay. Everyone is hunky-dory. We need to get rid of some stuff. A fame of 20. Righty. So. We're going to drop them for all the chocolate in the world. And then we can yeah, well, yeah, that's probably best. It's a good swap for the space we've got left. We shall we don't need medikits really unless we get an infection. So I just want stuff that's going to stack, really. I suppose torches are worth more. That'll do. That'll do. And let's go check out this here. It's obviously a cave of some sort. Excuse me. Oh, that snuck up on me. Right, so we approached a cave. The rocky mould led into darkness of unknown depths. We required a torch to explore its secrets. I have those. Oh, no, it's one of those slitty things. I'm not too fussed by that at all, so let's go. I'm worried. We could do with... Let's just move to there. See, there we go. I knew it was going to flood. I knew it. Right, so let's eat some more tin goods, and we want to go a little bit that way and eat some more tin goods and a little bit more that way, which I can just about do. And well, we're gonna have to wait for a second, that's for sure. Do I just wait? We're definitely not going to come first, that's for sure, on that one as well. So, wait without doing anything. Let's do that. Stop. Right, so, eat all of this. That'll get us onto there. No, it won't. Eat a chocolate. That'll get us onto there. Yes, it will. And we shall activate that, which will hopefully tell us where the pyramid is. We approach the ground structure. Let's see. I've read all this before twice over. I'm not doing it again. Yeah, we've done it. Oh. Oh, that's not very far away at all. Okay. Alright then. Okay, here's the score, right? We are going to go via the tomb to the pyramid, to the cave, to collect the treasure, and then hopefully skedaddle out of here as quick as we can. That is the plan. Let's eat all the chocolate. Chocolate gone. Cool. Actually, we can upgrade. Is there anything in between here and home? There is a birdie. We may need to upgrade our soldier. So let's hold off from that for the time being. Then again, don't you get dice if I upgrade you? We could do some dice if we're going up against a mummy. You do. That'll work. The tip of a pyramid just barely reached out of the dunes. It must have been some kind of grave built by an ancient civilization. A small opening led into the darkness. Okie dokie, enter the tomb. We stumbled into the pyramid. Mankind had not set foot here for hundreds of years. In the centre of the room lay a stone sarcophagus. Corporal... It's going to happen again, hang on. Right. Corporal Christopher Jolly and Shah seemed visibly upset at the idea of exploring the site and warned us about disturbing the gods. Okay. Dust and decay filled the air as we pushed the heavy lid off the sarcophagus. Inside we discovered a perfectly preserved mummy. All of a sudden it started to groan and limp towards us. Corporal Christopher Jolly let out a piercing scream and almost fainted. Aye! Right, so much for you being a soldier, son. Okay, we need to take this down. We have no dynamite. So let's throw in as many bullets as we can and as many spears as we can and hope for the best. So, look at all those jiggly things. Right, so we've got... No, not the right one. One of those. One of those. So that's a spear defense or spear throw. Power spear. Sounds good. And then another spear with one of those. Spear attack or we could go spear defense. We'll do spear defense this time around in case it does survive the next round. And you and you. Double attack. We're getting closer to you. One of you. It's a multi-attack. Actually, you're dead, aren't you, son? You are done. Stick a fork in him. He's done. We deprived the dead of anything useful. Which is himself. Right, so up to the pyramid. And we'll explore you. The golden pyramid loomed above one and all. Hooray! I knew I could do it. Make no mistake, getting back to my ship would be dangerous. Yeah. We're in a very strong position right now. We're definitely not going to finish anywhere near the top. So we're not going to get any fame for finishing first. We do get fame for actually surviving, which I suppose is in itself a good thing. I don't think there's going to be a quick way back either. So going the long route, it's not like I'm going to get up to here and be able to just skip along. So I don't want to venture too far away. I think we'll just look at getting home. I think that's the best thing we can do. Who knows, this cave might take us up into that top area anyway. We can go and have a look-see. We approached a cave. The rocky moor seemed to lead deep into the mountain. We needed a torch to explore its secrets. No, it's another slitty thing. Not too fussed by that. Right, so over to here, and then we get to have a space back. By using this. After many hours of digging, we indeed found something valuable hidden beneath the surface. Really? All of carrying it around for this long for that? Okay. Okay. Well. We have, however, missed. We've missed stuff, haven't we? We have missed. Are they not happy with us? No, but we're okay. We've visited that village, so we know there's nothing there. We can go to this village, and we can pop to this and just scoop up whatever's there. We may be able to come a little bit across here, but I've got a funny feeling that's going to be all cut off anyway. But I don't really want to push my luck. We haven't got that much gold, but we're doing okay for all teeth and whatnot, which we'll be able to trade in as well. We'll just trade everything we can when we get back to that village for whatever we can do for fame. So with that in mind, let's get to there. And let's have a picnic. Let's have a picnic. So let's rest up. Oh. The night was bleak and everyone was seemingly worn out as we sat and stared into the fire. Corporal Christopher Jolly approached me with a desperate look on his face. He had misplaced his sister's bracelet. He begged me to remain in the area to search for it. I knew we could easily lose a day or two here. We've got to do it. We've got to do it. And we do it. We shall. We shall do it. We spent a while looking for the missing object. Tazars criticised my decision to waste time here and did not help in the search. Fortunately, we found the item after combing the vicinity for a while. We continued about our travels in higher spirits and thankful for luck even in such hostile climes. Cool. We are going to have to rest again though, I'm afraid. Rest again. The mood was buoyant as I ordered wood to be gathered for a fire. Shah came over and sat next to me by the fire. She told me about how much she relished our expedition and promised to follow my lead no matter what happened. Ah. Ah. Back up to tip-top shape though. Just about. And let's pack up the camp and get the bloody hell out of here. So, how far can we travel now? 66, 70, 82. Let's head for that. Let's hope that the birdie-wordy wants to fighty. Feathers are pretty good for trade, I think. I think they're good for fame as well, actually, thinking about it. Let's try and take on the bird. Cancel, 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 cancel. Right, so 2 birds. Well, okay then. So we need to kill it outright. Let's throw everything we've got in. Roll them. So. There be my spear. What are you? Target crane fist. Right, we'll try you last. So. You. And you. Just a spear damage. Right. Well, okay, if I threw you down, what do I do for you? Curse of poison. Or we could get... no. Let's roll again. Shadowless kick. These aren't the best rolls, if I'm going to be brutally honest. What can we do? We need to do something. Let's make a decision, Padge. God damn it. Right, so. Give out spear throw and you power spear. That's what I was hoping for on that one. Then we could do... What goes with you? You. Headbutt. Well, we need to stun as many as we can, I suppose. Damage 3. Cutting with post. You're all going to be the same anyway. Roll again. Oh my life. That couldn't have gone any worse. That could not have gone any worse. Okay, I'm going to take a kick in. Wow. Okay. Okay. Roll. What are you? Heal 2. Damage 2. Okay. I need to take 3 off, so let's take you down. And then if we do the kick, that's 3. Roll again. Thank God, where have you been? 7. You. Enemy poisoned. Yeah, let's do enemy poison. So. Well, we're going to take 1 shield at the very least. Oh. That's pretty useful. 5, and you're going to take some damage now. 4. So as long as we don't die here, we should be in a good position. 3 and 3. That'll do. And let's finish you off. Oh, right, so. Oh, fame is only 10. Oh, never mind, take all. Right, so. That's them dealt with. 27. We need to heal. Don't think we're going to be able to heal. Even so, let's rest. It took but a second to discover... Oh, our morale was low as we rested by the fireplace. It took but a second to discover the reason why Tazar woke me up in the middle of the night, panic in her face. A thing had burrowed itself into her ear. She blacked out from pain as I removed the creature from with a pair of tweezers. The bleeding was easily taken care of, but it seemed my equipment failed me. I damaged her ear in the process. She was not amused at all, but I was certain her hearing would eventually recover. That's okay. I dig it. So let's rest once more. This should really be the last time we have to rest. The air was fresh and cool as we prepared the campfire. I kept a note of Tazar's every behavioural quirk and of every piece of clothing and equipment she used. She answered all of my questions patiently and politely. She moved so effortlessly through this alien world, whereas I was stumbling over my feet most of the time. Awesome. I think we're good. Let's pack up the camp. Oh, more fire. Well done, Christopher. More fire there too. Oh. I do believe the village has been engulfed in flames. Well, that's not very good. Let's just get north. Let's just get north. Now, it's been a while since we've seen you guys. Do you have... Oh, what's going on? Infected wound. That's okay. That's okay. We can deal with that. Enter the village. Trade. So, is there anything here we can have for fame? Nothing really. Nothing really. How much fame is that worth? 10. See, they're worth quite a bit of fame. I've got a feeling I'm going to run into the crabs, so that's why I want to grab the spears. Then again, we might just get away with it. Let's rest. Oh. There was a sudden turmoil against the villagers as a native pointed out one of our crates. They had noticed the mummified body, which we had acquired earlier, and demanded that we hand it over. No! The mummy would bring us fame and recognition in our homeland. We insisted on keeping it, which led to a heated argument between the villagers and us. Unable to come to an agreement, there was nothing left to do but to go to bed and wait for the morning to come. That's fine, because we're going now anyway. We know when we're not wanted. The villagers were glad to see the back of me. The following days I felt that someone or thing was following me out there. Okay, well, straight north, I suppose. The crab's coming for us, isn't it? I can tell. Ooh. Oh. In the wilderness, it was nearly impossible to prevent an injury from becoming infected. Tazar's wound was beginning to look particularly nauseating. Okay. Well, never mind. We entered a peculiar-looking hut. The interior was particularly musty, with all sorts of dried herbs and other peculiar things hanging from the walls. A native shaman approached us with a wild-eyed stare as he chewed on some leaves. Let's trade. What do you have? You have... Well, that's convenient. Is any of this worth any fame? No. Right, so if we just trade for the homebound for as many teeth as you want for it, that's us done. Boom. After negotiating, we made a deal with the shaman. And we shall now use that, and that's Expedition 6 of 6 done on certain death. The captain greeted me as we approached our ship this morning. I paused to appreciate the beauty of our vessel. I'm ready to go, son. Let's do it. With all the compiled information on the Golden Pyramid, my work here was done. I judged on what we had gained versus what we had lost. Our vessel set a course for London. I look forward to sharing the tale of our adventure. After weeks of travelling, tremendous relief overcame me. I knew that this name, Huang Feihong, would go down in the annals of world history. I congratulated Dazar, but instead of excitement I saw sadness. She feared what derogatory treatment would face them in my world. Well, you've helped me. I'm happy either way. No, you're stopping. Okay, that's fine. There was no way to convince her otherwise. Tazar decided to stay in her own country. All my stories about the advances of the civilized world had an effect on Shazar, and she agreed to come back with me. That's because we're best buds. We're best buds. History books, here I come. So there we go. Expedition 6 of 6 completed. A bit of an epic one. We finished last, but we did get the Golden Pyramid, which is what I think we need as far as the actual fame's concerned. That buffalo is huge! So there we go. Expedition 6 of 6. But have we done enough to be able to finish first? Let's see. So we are 600 behind as it stands right now. So we are in third position. We are 14 behind second. We are what's that, like 419 behind Ava Lovelace. Let's see what we can do. Gift it all. Take it all. Come on, son. Come on. Have we done it? Have we done it? Have we done it? Oh yeah. And we kicked her ass by about about 80. 82, he says? All the way around, 78? I don't know. Even so, first position on the hardest difficulty of the Curious Expedition. Can't ask for much more. Look at that. Feihong's oversized head on the statue. Tip and top. I think as far as ending a series is concerned, this is it. This is the pinnacle. We have just completed the game on certain death with the new Explorer. Can't ask for any more, really, can I, out of this game? As I said, if more Explorers come along, we will happily look into them. But I am very, very happy with that. Let's see what they got up to after we finished. Huang Feihong returned to London in triumph. Once the statue was modelled on his likeness, he enjoyed a successful life in the knowledge that history would regard him as a true hero. After returning, Charles travelled throughout the Western world talking about those famous journeys. A newly discovered gorilla species was named in her honour. She lived a long, happy life and died in the presence of her loving family. Corporal Christopher Jolly forged a role in the military ranks. He was plagued by endless nightmares about the horrific things he had seen. He lived a long, humble life and died in the presence of Almighty God. And there we go. Completed. Done and dusted. Not a lot more to add, really. I've had fun with this Explorer. Definitely worth checking out. I like his dice rolls. They are very funky. And the fact that he can heal your Trek members as you carry on along each expedition is very helpful. Especially as it would appear on certain death difficulty. I think if you want to seriously attempt certain death difficulty and you haven't won yet, Huang Feihong is definitely the guy to go to. But there we go. All done. Simplified Chinese is coming up now. They're the guys to thank. I have no idea how to pronounce those symbols. West, Gino, thanks for having easy names. We shall leave it there. So, as I like to finish these things off, thank you for watching. As always, a like is appreciated. And I'll catch you on the next one. Take it easy.